Alright, so first of all, let's find ourselves a number one cross-headed screwdriver. When fumbling with these small tools, it's surprisingly large actually. The first screw in the bottom right, that's an index screw that will not come out completely, so just leave it there. The other screws will come out just normal. It's a good idea to put your screws on some plate or something and index their locations as they were on the device so that you won't lose them or misplace where they go. In this case there's two sizes of screws or lengths. The diameter is the same. The smaller screws are here in the bottom. There's 3 of them. Then we need to pry open the case. It would be much better to use a plastic tool for this. I don't have one, so I'm just using a metal screwdriver. And I actually dented the case right here, just a bit. After you have managed to open it on 3 sides, the final edge you can kind of pry open. And within you see these 2 cables. You need to disconnect them. There's small plastic tabs on them. Try to pull on the tabs instead of the cables. That's much safer. I actually noticed the tabs only afterwards. Yes, the socket for the hard drive is right here on the left. And there's 1 screw that will hold the integrated circuit in place. And here's just a cheapo Western Digital 2 terabyte disk I'm installing this time. And it's easy to see which way it goes because of there's an index on the right side of the circuit. And just leverage a bit or put it in slight angle, then click it in, then push down. There shouldn't be any resistance really. And then finally screw down on the semicircular hole. And then basically just put the cables back in, which was actually the trickiest part of this whole operation. And click the edges in. And finally just screw everything together. And that's it, all done.